laser hair removal has become very popular lately, and for good reason. But what actually happens when we do this procedure? And other than it being way more expensive than shaving and waxing, what other downsides are there? Hey guys, my name is Bahar and I'm excited about sharing my knowledge and personal experiences about skincare with you. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you too can join our community. As we know, laser hair removal is a much better option when it comes to getting rid of unwanted hair. It is less time consuming, it is less frequent than shaving and waxing, but unfortunately it is a little bit more pricey than other methods. Before getting into how laser hair removal actually works, let's get into the structure of our hair. Each hair consists of the shaft, which is the visible part that you can see on top of your skin, and the hair root, which is deeper into your skin. To be more exact, in your dermis. Now, each hair is surrounded by a skin structure called your hair follicle. At the end of each root, the root widens into a bulb, and at the end of this bulb is your hair pila. Hair growth starts in this bulb near the pila. Each hair cell comes together and they harden and they attach to the end of your hair strand. They push it upwards, which makes your hair growth. Now, hair growth on each part of our body is very different. For example, on your head, the hair growth rate is about 1 centimeter per month, but it is much slower, especially on your face, especially for your eyebrows and your eyelashes and the rest of your body. Now, this can be different for each person. Each person might experience a very much slower hair growth rate or a much faster hair growth rate. It depends on your genetics and other things. Now that we talked about the hair structure, let's talk about how laser hair removal actually works. As you can understand from the name, the laser produces a light that is absorbed by the pigment in your hair, which we call it melanin. Now, this absorbed light turns into heat, which damages the hair follicle, which delays further hair growth. It's not permanent, it is semi-permanent, but it's more effective than shaving and waxing. Now, it's best to not do laser hair removal when you have lighter hairs. For example, people with gray hair, blonde hair, brown hair, or even white hair should not do this procedure, because the darker the hair is, the better the laser hair removal will actually work. In my experience, I did laser hair removal on the parts of my body that didn't have very dark hair, and it didn't work for me. It actually turned it even worse. The hair that grew back turned way darker than it was before, so it didn't work. I had to get more appointments just to get rid of the new darker hair. So don't do it on the parts of your body that isn't very dark. As we know, laser hair removal is very effective, but it also has some risks. The most common side effects that happen after this procedure is skin irritation or change in pigment. Now, skin irritation happens because, well, you are experiencing heat to your skin and damage to your hair follicles, so irritation is very common and it mostly goes away after a few hours, but people with more sensitive skin, it might take a little bit more than a few hours for that irritation and redness to go away. And for change of pigment in the skin, it might turn darker or even lighter, but in most cases, it is not permanent. Don't worry. Other side effects that people have experienced but are very, 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 very rare are blistering, crusting, or even scarring in the skin, which are very uncommon, or other changes in texture of the skin. If you do experience these side effects, please do see a doctor right away. Also, avoid doing laser hair removal on your eyes or any area near your eyes, because it can cause severe damage to your eyesight, which is the reason why doctors give you goggles before doing this procedure. Now, don't let these risks that I just talked about discourage you from getting this procedure. Before even considering getting laser hair removal, it's best to talk to a dermatologist or a cosmetic surgeon that is very familiar with working with lasers. When consulting with a dermatologist, they will tell you what to expect during this procedure, or in general, will it work for your skin type and for your hair type, and how much it might cost you, because you need multiple sessions in order to get the results that you want, and those sessions can add up to a very large and heavy bill. Also, they will tell you how to prepare for this procedure. For example, they will tell you to not be exposed to sun as much as you can. Sun exposure might change the color of your skin, for example, tanning, which I hate, and the change in your color might lessen the efficiency of this laser. Also, your skin is more sensitive to heat and light, which will increase the chances of those risks in your skin when doing this laser hair removal. So avoid any sun exposure before getting this procedure. Also, avoid doing any other method of hair removal before doing laser hair removal. Things like waxing will disrupt the hair follicle and it will, pull out the hair entirely, but shaving will only get rid of the shaft of the hair and the hair follicle will be in place, which is where the laser is targeting. Also, make sure to definitely shave, because if you don't, the hair on top of your skin will burn, and the burned hair can cause burn to your skin. You don't want that. So make sure to shave the night before you do the procedure so you can avoid any burnt skin. Also, if you have a very low pain tolerance, make sure to tell your doctor so they can apply a topical anesthetic to your skin before doing the procedure so you won't feel discomfort. Now, the aftercare that you have to follow up with this procedure is much more important than the preparation for it. If you want to decrease the likelihood of those side effects, you have to have an amazing aftercare. One of the things that you can do is you can take some ice, wrap a cloth or a towel around it, and put it on the spots that have been treated if they are swollen or red. Or if you are experiencing extreme swelling and redness, you can ask your doctor to give you a topical cream to help with the irritations. One other thing that you have to keep in mind is avoid sun exposure, and do not forget your sunscreen. Your skin is already irritated, it's already sensitized, so being in the sun can cause more irritation, and also it can cause sun spots, which I am sure you do not want. Another thing, avoid any harsh chemicals or actives after doing this procedure. Chemical peels, retinols, exfoliants, or even facials have very irritating and sensitizing chemicals and products, so doing them after getting laser hair removal can overly sensitize and even damage your skin. Avoid doing any of these at least a week after doing this procedure. Give your skin time to heal and for it to get back to the way that it was. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any experiences doing laser hair removal, make sure to share them down below in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.